They gave in the horrors out of Monroe, Virginia, said Steve, you're way behind. This is not 48, it's old 97 was bitter and convincer on time. Then he turned around and said to his black greasy fireman, shovel on a little more coal. And when they crossed that wide old mountain, should have watched 97 unroll. Hey everybody, Carolina Tony, coming to you today from I'm at home. But in a little bit, we're going to hop the rail and we're going to see some trains. Now, this song I just sang was called A Wreck of Old 97. And they talk about getting her in the Spencer on time, and that's where we're going. So for right now, we're going to hop the rails and go look at some trains. Lots of trains. For some of you that's got small kids, they would eat this up just like I am. This is fun. Hey, this is called the roundhouse. The trains would come in through that big door down there and would go to the turntable there in the middle. As you can see, the trains would come in from that way, and when they would go to the edge of the turnstile, so to say, like over here, and then they would be directed into the various bays. Massive wheels. Engineer will be up there. It's an old steam engine. As I said, this is the largest roundhouse still standing in the United States of the Southern Railway. Trains would pause here for regular inspection and repair. During World War II, as many as 3,000 people worked in this roundhouse and around this area. This wooden car was designed to hold 40 soldiers for 8 horses. It was called a 40 and 8 freight car. As you can see, there are many locomotives in here. And you could literally spend a whole day walking around these things. It looks like we can go in one. Shovel on a little more coal. Looks like an old cable car. A little more modern train. Little red caboose made out of wood. These cabooses here were used between 1921 and 1926. Belonged to the Seaboard Airlines. But you can see them in there working away. And this is a massive crane. A lot of times this is what they would use to repair bridges and to put trains back on the track that derailed. And it just doesn't stop with trains. Here is an aircraft test simulator that they would train pilots in. It's the United States Army car. It's soldiers.
$4,000 to obtain the parts.
Where wounded soldiers would be on the way back home.
In 2007, and now number 89480 Locomotives.
This is a United States mail car. Selling bags of mail. There would be the hook that would stick out of this window right here with that bag on it. Retrieve the mail without ever stopping. Then they could sort it in here as to where it was going. Hang the mail out to be caught at the next drop. Watch here.
The mail messenger carefully hangs the special capture pouch of mail. After it is securely fastened top and bottom, he steps aside and waits nearby to witness the catch and receive any mail which may be thrown off. Aboard the train, local mail is being tied out as the clerk marks his landmark. As soon as the last pouch is made ready, the clerk grabs his safety goggles and goes to his station. The engineer is required to signal the RPO car that they are approaching a non-stop station. And a dramatic moment is at hand.
Here he comes. There he goes. Here are all the stops along the line. There's Rockingham. And I guess the mail to South Carolina would go right there. No mail today. Here's something I never knew. This is called a smoke hood. It said this hood was worn by steam engine crews to protect them from smoke and gases while operating in the side of tunnels. The hood was equipped with goggles and air hose, and the hose was attached to a fresh air source to provide clean breathing air. I don't know why I'm thinking conjunction, what's your function? Hooking up cars and making them go right. Okay, we're back in the roundhouse again with more cars. Chicago and Northwestern Railway. And I'm sure with trains and these big locomotives, there was always something breaking down. And here's a machine shop where they would fabricate various parts needed to keep these locomotives going. Now, this is behind glass, so it's real hard to see. But that is one massive locomotive. It's called a Spirit of Roanoke. Here's a shot from the side. You can see it a lot better. How big this thing is. Okay, we are outside of a building that's called the Black Shop. Let's go see what's inside. Okay, right here we have this massive crane and a water tank. This is from 1924. This crane carried pieces of equipment and locomotive parts to the live pit, located between the back shop and the roundhouse. So between this building and the roundhouse over there, it would carry massive parts for locomotives. Yeah, this is the back shop from around 1905. This is a major overhaul facility for steam locomotives. At once, this was the largest industrial building in North Carolina. It is approximately 2 football fields long. And you can see these big cranes inside that would travel along from one end to the other. So they would bring the trains in through these big doors on the end. And this is where they would actually work on the locomotives and rail cars, you know, when they were taken off the track to be serviced. And I'd be wagering to say that if you rode a school bus like this when you were a kid, you must be old. Covered wagons, prairie schooners. I'm looking at this vehicle here and it says Ghost Train. And it looks really interesting. I don't have a clue what it is, but I see right there all kinds of horns. And horns on this and lights. Reminds me of Ghostbusters. Harry G. Melville and Nat Reese shows circus train. And there is an old fire engine there. Full of ladders from 1891. And I remember seeing this on Old Brother Wherefore Art Thou. And they've got more cars in here than anybody needs to have. Well, I hope you enjoyed our trip to Spencer today. Be sure to tell a friend, because you never know where I'm going to go or what I'm going to do or what am I going to say, because as always, I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this thing. But most of all, as always, y'all have a good day.